Hello friends, welcome back to this playthrough of Symphony of War. Last time we were here, we did the arena. Today, we're going to be doing a Legends chapter. You'll notice they all have different times at which they become available. We could do 1A now, couldn't do 1B until we finish chapter 11. We can do 2 now, we can't do 3A until we finish this map, we can't do 3B for quite a while. 4 also needs chapter 11, and then 6 needs a lot of work. Like that's a couple weeks off in video terms. It not only needs chapter 23, which is 15 more maps, it also needs several Gaiden chapters, which are extra maps on top of those extra maps. Shadow Chaser, though, is one we can jump into. We are in the desert in the year 985, which I believe is 12 years before where we are now. There's some wars going on. At Fort Dakar, the kingdom maintains a large prison complex. And there's one man named Raziel in there. Name might sound familiar. We might have seen him before. We might see him again. Our units will be taking the place of actual real people that existed back then. Not us, though. Some of us weren't old enough. But there's some assassins giving Raziel weapons. And if we click those switches, we can turn lights off. Lights being off makes Raziel, who is just in a terrible unit, because he is the only one in the front, and that is just the worst thing that you could do to yourself. We're bringing Jules. We're bringing Barnabas. We're bringing Stefan. We're bringing Diana. And I would like to bring Abigail, but I can't. Here's how this mission's going to go. We're going to use Raziel for basically the one and only time we're going to use him to take out Dorsa and his casters. But first, Jules is going to get a little bit of work. Having an archer here is very good. The way the corridors are, and the way the enemies are positioned, if you can't guarantee a one-hit kill, you're just going to be mucked up. And Raziel, as interesting as his unit is, actually can't guarantee that kill on their first attack, which means we need something else to soften it up, and that something has to be ranged, or it has to be able to hit and run like Barnabas. But if we were sending Barnabas in, we might as well just send... there's no point in Barnabas just not killing it straight out, and then what is Raziel going to do this entire map? He has to advance forward.
Oh, sir. Did you need something?
This guy right here will move. This guy right here won't move because he isn't in range of anyone. This guy will be in range if we move someone to that square.
Where am I needed?
I must stay strong.
We have 16 turns to get an A rank. What we really have to do, though, is get up here in 8 turns. And then get Raziel here on turn 16. There's a lot of chests to open. Those will be opened by all sorts of random assortments of people. We'll be using some of our Nephilim powers to get to that time chest without getting stuck too hard. And we'll have Raziel move up, but not engage things where he's not ambushing. That is the quickest way to get Raziel killed. Also, when ambushing, aggressive is the way to go.
Master Sergeant, awaiting orders.
Also, when cavalry charging, aggressive is the way to go. Reasons why Barnabas can be annoying is because he does not have multiple attack types. That's suicide, by the way.
A paladin never surrenders.
The battle lies before me.
Pretty much every unit can take a couple hits. Raziel is the one we don't want to take a couple hits. Stefan's couple hits are unfortunately coming with enemy reinforcements as a possibility. He does do a pretty good job of murdering things and taking their stuff. Barnabas also does to an extent. He's going to need a heal, but he's going to be out of combat for quite a while now.
The time to act is now. We will always find a way.
Diana does not mind being charged by stuff. Her unit is now and will forever be the best thing on the defensive phase. This is a unit that cannot be ambushed.
Getting real thirsty here.
It will, however, attack Stefan next turn. So he's going to take the casualties he took there regardless. Him being on the attack is much better for his long-term survival. And we'll turn off the lights in the north.
Repent before the righteous.
Stay strong, everyone.
And our teams will march up.
Ready.
Be ready to toss some heals to Barnabas. Stefan will eventually be at the front of his unit.
Oh, sorry. Did you need something?
Where am I needed?
The downside of enemies having to charge their cast is that they don't get to charge their cast and they will die.
Time to end this. How can I help, my lord? School is in session.
Let's get ourselves a treasure.
For my people, for my homeland.
Let's heal Team Barnabas up. Still have a couple turns to get to that chest.
We will always find a way.
A paladin never surrenders.
Let's just start burning some power uses because we have them up. Those guys are in the front are strong against cavalry.
I must stay strong.
Which you'll notice that a lot of Barnabas's team is. But when you're dead, you can't hit us. And Stefan will now get out of there. And unfortunately for us, Diana's team is now Sans
Stay
Diana.
strong, everyone.
Donar be with us.
But it's fine.
The battle lies before me. I love this part.
I did have a run here with Abigail, which went better than the one with Jules, just because you have another kind of beefy unit that you can split off here.
Repent before the righteous. Where am I needed? A paladin never surrenders.
We'll grab a Gilded Clover. Is it worth coming that way for that? Sort of, maybe not.
In session. The time to act is now. Time to end this.
We have a Stefan to move. Come on, Stefan.
Getting real thirsty here.
There you go. The enemy will engage on you from that position, which is a little funny. These guys are ambushable by Raziel. Which means they will die.
How can I help, my lord? Master Sergeant, awaiting orders. Ready.
The worst team is this team. they get to attack first, they get to
Always find a way.
cast on us, which is not fun. We have Stefan to move.
Oh, sorry. Did you need something?
We have a Diana to
Do
move.
not be with us.
They went after the bait team, which is fine by us. Without focusing their fire, they're not going to kill anything in a healer unit.
Bet you didn't see this one coming. For my people, for my homeland. Stay strong, everyone.
Let's see if we can get a kill. We can.
I must stay strong. The battle lies before me.
Positioning here is going to be a little bit interesting. That was probably the worst no surrender they could have had. And real aggressive to make sure we get through that first team. To make sure those mages die. And we'll continue on towards the chest. Diana will take a chest.
Before the righteous.
And we'll hope for a good artifact drop in here. Somewhere.
Time to end this.
Jules will soften up. This is why I can't say archer units are bad.
School is in session.
They do have their uses. Duelist contract is interesting. It gives both sides involved in a fight with the unit that has it +1 attack rounds. Shadow Chaser boots give you +2 movement at the cost of being -1 morale, or 1 tier lower morale, which is totally irrelevant most of the time. We did not get great drops. Was hoping we might get a blood shard, but we did not. And we have a few turns to farm XP and drops.
Getting real thirsty here. Oh, sorry. Did you need something? The time to act is now.
So we can do that, I suppose.
How can I help, my lord? Master Sergeant, awaiting orders.
See what those enemies do. They are going to move towards us. And they're going to move towards us in a good way, I think. Aggressive. Okay, and then Jules should be able to pick up the kill. Should be able to do 45 damage. Barnabas can... hopefully not get too many guys dazed. And that should be the map. All the chests are accounted for. And we're out. Chapter complete. No objectives, no key squads neutralized. 2 surrenders. Not a whole lot of fun out of that. But S rank, 75 points. Towards a new tech tree. If you're reading this, I am dead or have escaped. They broke me from the prison, but they have become my new captors. Look who it is. And that is how Raziel became Kuroda. And we see Pendergast continue to pull the strings. We did not pick up anyone interesting, or anything interesting from that. Other Legends chapters, we absolutely will. Unit status. Let's find someone that doesn't have... Okay, so artifacts. Shadow Chaser boots. Oh, those are not the boots I thought they were. 10% evasion, fantastic. Squad ignores zones of control, fantastic. 17 skill, fantastic. Goes on an assassin. Is real good on an assassin. Gilded Clover, everything becomes lucky. Does not stack with lucky. Duelist contract. Everyone gets +1 attack at 1 range. No, you can't give it to your archers and have them go pew pew twice. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. It's great on pretty much everyone that doesn't use firearms. Firearms and certain types of mages. The mages that can only attack once per combat. Giving them +1 attack doesn't do anything. They just kind of stand there and watch. So if you give it to a whole bunch of gunners and then charge in, they'll get their shot off. If you have the talent tree, they'll get their second shot off. And then when the third volley runs around, they just kind of sit there and go, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't have extra ammo. But we are moving a little bit closer to having 12 units we can actually rely on for Chapter 12. And I think 11 as well. We need our assassin units to be great. What does happen is that everything gets refreshed. So we now have a new swordsmaster, a new sword fighter, and a new soldier available, as well as an archer who gets better stat growth than his worst stat growth, which means magic, because armor and weapon are fixed. He gets extra magic. That's not going to matter. Also, he has a terrible affinity. That is a very cheap silver arena token, and we will be purchasing it. That's less than 2,000, so we'll grab that. That's a lot more than 2,000. However, it is only 2240, so we'll think about that. None of this really stands out at the moment. If you had guys that were reliably critting, both precision is okay if you're going against heavy units, and then Assassin's Reaper is a halfway decent sustain option if you can guarantee crits. But for now, we'll be done, and I'll see you next time, and I think we'll do Chapter 9. We'll get Chapter 9 out of the way. Y'all take it easy.